machine. Okay. So, all right. Wow, I can't immediately go. All right, well, today I'm going to talk about thalassemia, right? Because I was saying before I needed to spend more time with it, kind of like know what it is. I didn't really study it too much, honestly. I'm not going to hold you. I basically, I forget what I think I just looked it up. And that thalassemia and supercell are literally, how do I word this? Right, I've already said they're gifts. They're literally gifts. They're genetic traits and gifts. That's why they don't do anything about it. Because if we ever figure that out, oh, it's different. It's different. This is like how could I word it to you? If you ever look up like certain pharaohs, they'll tell you that they had like supercell or they had like some type of blood shit. What do that tell you, right? And then they'll say, oh, you know, he probably lived like this, or then no, it's cap, bro. All of it is cap. It's cap. It's twisted or it's something in some type of way, right? So, what was I saying? The same goes for thalassemia, right? So I was like, because when you hear supercell, I'm not going to go into that. All right. So when you hear supercell and the original word they gave it to us, again, I said that is a spell that they got us speaking over each other. It's a program. You got to break that shit. I'm also going to tell you that's not going to be enough, but you got to do it anyway. That's one of the first things you need to do is break that. I don't care. Like, for me, I only call it supercell because it's better than saying the other shit. But it goes deeper than just supercell. But that's for another video, right? So I was like, where did they even get, like, supercell from? Like, where did this even come from, right? How did they find a name for this, right? Because when you look up thalassemia quite literally means sea and blood. Literally. It means sea and blood. And most people that have thalassemia came from some type of Mediterranean area. Whatever that means, I don't care. Right? Now, what was the other thing? Hold on. So yeah, supercell, yeah, thalassemia. Thalassemia and supercell are basically, I don't want to say they're the same thing, but they're damn near like, how can I word this? Nice. It's people walking and I'm like, okay. Right, so thalassemia is like supercell. They're very similar. They're both genetic traits. They're both superpowers, bro. Both of those traits are powers. Now, how do I know this? Because I have both traits. Now, my thing was I started to study what were these two traits, right? You gotta understand, I've looked into a lot of this medically. You're not gonna find anything that's gonna help you. You're not. It's in the sense of that's going to overturn this or regulate it. In the sense of how it actually is, I need a board to start drawing so that I can actually show people what this is. It's not at all what we think it is. Here's how I'm gonna tell you, bro. The earth is showing me that it's not what we think it is. The earth is showing me that it's like it's not what you think it is. And it didn't just show me and I'm like, oh, here's a picture. No. It showed me proof. It actually showed me proof. And I was kind of like, I'm not gonna hold you. I was very skeptical because it had me doing certain things. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like not that, but I was like skeptical in the sense like, is this really gonna work? And the more I did it, I was like, all right. You know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, you got it. I need some water. Is it water that I need? Or is it, okay. Yes, go into that. All right, I see. So, it's the bones, right? And I don't know how y'all was taught, but I always was given the like awareness that the bones is just these things in our body, like they dead. The same thing with the teeth, right? They make it just seem like, oh, you know, once you have a cavity, once you have this, it's over. This shit is not true, bro. All this shit bro, why would our teeth hurt if they was dead? If they didn't have no nothing, right? And then they'll say, oh, well, you can't hit. No, nigga, as long as you got fucking nerves, bitch, you can heal a lot of shit. So, you know what I'm saying? So when you start thinking about this type of shit, and you start thinking about the bones, right? So they always taught us the blood. Nigga. And it's not even just the blood, bro. Like, this is what I mean. They're playing mind games. It's not even just the blood, right? Because we're talking about the blood cells, right? The blood cells that are in the blood. Hear me out. The blood cells that are in the blood. So when they sit here and they say, oh, it's a blood disorder, it's a distraction. It's a literal distraction. Because then you start focusing on the blood. We need to be focusing on the bones. It's not the blood, right? So now I'm gonna tell you why. Oh, where'd you get bones from? Where are the blood cells made? Right? This whole time we just, oh, super cells, nothing you could do. This is bullshit. Where is the blood made? The blood cells. Where are the blood cells made? In the bones. Bitch, we need to be eating bone marrow, right? I'm going to tell you now, I don't know how much that would do. I ain't going to hold you. I haven't tested it out to see if that would work. I don't think it would work. I don't think it'd be enough, but I think it'd be very different. You got to understand, we not living like how we used to live when we was in a tribe and villages. We not living like that. So I don't know how we ate, how we did this, how we came together, you know? I mean, it's in our DNA. You just gotta unlock it. But again, it's the bones, bro. It's the bones. They got us looking at blood and, oh, let me take your blood. It's a blood. We need to be looking at bones, nigga. Why are we looking at blood? The fuck? It's not the blood. It's the blood cells, right? The blood is fine. It's the blood cells, nigga. That's the source. You need to go to the source of things. That's how I do when I meditate. I go to the source. I'm going to break this down, meditate. When you meditate, you're going to see a bunch of bullshit. You're going to see a bunch of bullshit. It's going to be people fucking, it's going to be thoughts, random shit. And you like, oh, what the fuck is it? Just chill. Just let it run. As you let it run, it literally starts to like, the best thing I think, if you ever seen Transformers, where they got that big ass cube under the dam, it would be like, you know, he pushes the cube and it starts to get smaller or whatever. In the sense of that motion, it'll start to become clear. It'll start to become very clear, and then you'll get a lot of clarity that way, right? That's what a lot of meditating does. What was the original thing I was talking about? Bones clearing, blood. Oh, okay, right. Now, when I did this, right, a lot of this used to amplify. Jesus Christ. Amplify. A lot of this used to amplify my fucking what's that shit called? Oh, what is that shit called? It used to amplify my intuition, right? So when that happened, I started to be able to feel things very, very clearly, very, very easily. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shit. I didn't even think about it. Let it be. Right? I started to be able to sense things very, very clearly. And what I realized was a lot of people try and fix their problems by trying to fix the branches of the tree. That does not fucking work. You're not going to fix a tree by going to the branch, bitch. You need to go to the root. The root is the source. You understand what I'm saying? The root is the source. If you knock over a tree, right? Let's say they don't kill it and they just knock it over. What does the tree do? The tree will start growing. It'll go right back to the source to get nutrients to stay alive. And now you're looking at a sideways tree that was like, I'm not giving up, bitch. Fuck you talking about, right? Because it went to the source. You have to go to the source of things. You have to go to the root. Anything else is a waste of time, bro. I keep saying this because I used to tell someone, because we used to talk about this. Not all the blood stuff, but we used to talk about this, and she was like, I was basically telling her, like, you're trying to solve a problem by going to the branch. When you understand a lot of like trauma and programming, you understand it's like embedded in like the root of certain areas in your body or your energy. And it creates, and from this area, branches come out. You ever seen the TVA? They be like, oh, the timeline, branches come out. Now, I used to tell her, I'm like, yo, you trying to cure what's at the root by going through these branches is you're not going to get there. And if you can get there, it's going to take forever. The only time you should ever do that is if it's your only option. If your only option is to swim from the branch then that's what you got to do, right? But I have to get a board, because I don't know if this is going to, you know what? Let's just say it will. And if someone asks for a board, then I'll get a board, and then I'll do that. Because I see this so, oh my God, right? You got to go to the source. You don't get rid of a flower. I don't even like saying that. You don't get rid of something by picking off the fruit. Let's just say that. You have to go to the source. It's that simple, right? So going back, we'll come back to that. So going back, what was I saying? It's the source, right? So the source of the cells is the bones, the bone marrow, which tells you the same way as your teeth that has nerves, which is why these motherfuckers hurt. The dentist is evil. The dentist is one of the most evil motherfuckers I've ever seen in my life. Evil. I'm gonna just say this now. They giving us poison foods, and then we don't know how to take care of ourselves properly. And then you got a cavity, come to the dentist, and they fucking drilling your mouth is insane. Then you gotta understand. Think about what the fuck are they putting in your mouth that's that strong that you can't feel them drilling into your, right? So again, right? So it's the bone marrow. The bones are alive. And this is one of the gifts of thalassemia. I'm surprised I can even talk about this. I'm not gonna hold you. But that is the gift of thalassemia. You ever heard the saying where someone's like, yo, I can feel it in my bones? That's what it is, right? And you can go deeper into this, but that's what it is. So what's happening is, I'm gonna fucking say it because I don't care. If it resonates, it resonates, right? So, the thing, what was I saying? This dog is barking, it's distracting. All right, it's the bones. So, the bones, what's happening is, if the bones are alive, that means the bones can breathe. Anything that's alive breathes in some form or fashion. Has to take in nutrients some type of way. That's just what it does. What's happening is, with thalassemia, and I don't want to say what it is because it could be a lot of different things. What's the most simple way I could put it? What's the most binary code way I could put this shit? Go ahead. All right. People with thalassemia, what happens is we have the ability, our bones have the ability to fucking absorb the reality that we're in. It has the ability to absorb the environment that we're in. That's what the fuck it is. That's what it is. We have the ability to absorb the environment we're in. This is what I was talking about before, but I didn't have enough of an understanding. I got another deep layer of understanding now. The bones have the ability to absorb the environment that you're in. The same way that they're teaching people now that the cells do that. So what's happening is, now do you see what the problem is, right? When you start looking at it, well, if the bones are absorbing my environment and my environment isn't high vibrational, then it's absorbing a bunch of low vibrational bullshit that doesn't actually resonate with the body. Doesn't resonate with the spirit, none of the soul, none of that. Right? Again, this is why I keep saying they got us living how they might want to live, but this shit don't resonate with us. It don't resonate with us. That's why we have shit like this. Oh, there's something wrong with you. No, it's literally nothing wrong with us. I don't want to go there or what I was about to say, but I'm gonna let it be for now. So, again, what was I saying? So now, if you look up symptoms for both supercell and thalassemia, what does it say? It says that you'll have either slow growth, which that goes for the whole body, right? Slow growth, organs developing slower, everything. The whole body develops slower than everyone else because of this. I don't want to say because of the gift, but it's all of it is connected, is what I'm trying to say. So the bones are basically absorbing information about the reality, all types of shit, right? So now what's also happening is we have to be in an environment that is highly resonative. Because what happens is we're those people that like, we're like Superman. That's the best way I can word it to you. You're like Superman. Watch the Flashpoint Paradox. They had Superman's bitch ass locked up in a like underground facility, right? An underground facility. They had him locked up in an underground facility and he couldn't get the sun. So you're looking at Superman, he's like scrawny, he's scared, he's timid, and it's like,
good morning.
And it's like, what was I saying? Right. He's like timid and this, that, and the other. He's not aware of his power. Nigga, Flash and Batman was like, what the fuck? And then Batman, and you know, this is Batman's dad or whatever, he's like, this is the strongest man in the universe. Now think about how they look at everybody with supercell and thalassemia, like we weak, it's something wrong, we stronger than everybody. Right. But if you don't turn this shit around and realize, oh, you're not gonna be like that. Right? So I finally figured this shit out. Finally. I always used to say this, it felt like an equation I needed to solve as a child. But I needed to understand it, right? I needed to know what it is. I needed to know the framework, right? I basically reverse engineered this shit. And now I know exactly what it is and what's going on. So, it's the same thing. Like Superman. Superman couldn't sit there and absorb the sun. He wasn't even aware that he could do shit like this. And they look at how they had him, right? So now, what was the other thing I was saying, right? So if you absorb in a sick reality, what are you gonna be? We're just reflecting the reality we're in. That's it. It's not us. It's not a disease. Not none of this. I'm letting you niggas know now. Do not fucking get no fucking genetic DNA fucking surgery ass bullshit, because it's designed probably to take your shit away, right? I'm telling you what it is. What it is we are reflecting, we are mirroring reality. We are designed to be very, very high vibrational. And I'm speaking to all people with supercell and people with thalassemia. They're gifts that are basically turning on us because we don't know what they are and we don't know how to manage them. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's very, very simple. It's complex as fuck. It took me a minute to figure out. But once you figure out something complex, you start to realize there's a little root or a source that is the one. It's binary code 1, 0. Once you figure that shit out, anything becomes simple. You know, it becomes very, very simple, bro. So, again, right? Thalassemia is a gift. It's a gift. It's not this, it's not that, it's da-da-da-da. It is a literal gift. Now, here's why I used to be very hesitant on speaking on any of this. I'm not going to sit here because I how can I word this? I subconsciously knew some of these things. Like, I used to always say throughout my childhood, this, I don't think, but I was thinking about supercell. I was like, I think supercell is a gift. I kept saying that. You understand, a lot of this stuff is spiritual. I knew it. Bro, a lot of this stuff is spiritual, dog. It's spiritual. They're gifts that are given to us from our ancestors that lived in a different time that wasn't on this fuckery. So, basically, what was I saying? I forgot I was about to go with that. I kind of want some water. That's basically what I want. Thalassemia is a gift, though. That's the fucking point. Thalassemia is a gift, and it's a gift that it allows the same way. I mean, supercell kind of works the same way. I'm just not entirely sure what the difference is between supercell and thalassemia. And I'm not going to hold you. The most clear answer, the most clear answer I have on what thalassemia is and the difference between thalassemia and supercell is power level. I think people with supercell have more power than those with thalassemia. But I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not sure. I'm still like studying it, because when I look at it, I'm like, thalassemia really wasn't. You gotta understand, bro. Whoever been doing whatever the fuck and hiding shit like this, they know what the fuck is going on, and they put a lot of shit backwards so we don't understand it. And now should I even go? Fuck it. What matters is that, or what I was gonna say is, thalassemia is actually very easy to figure out, and it doesn't harm people, in my opinion, the way it does supercell. Now, I've heard that there are more severe forms of thalassemia. So if you have that, don't mind too much of like the ignorance level. I've never studied that shit, so I really don't know. I've only studied supercell because I'm gonna be honest with you, my parents didn't understand this shit. They didn't understand that, okay, you have a we can't even do it. You have a gift, and you have a gift, and y'all don't realize that you've come together and gave your son a super gift. That's what it is. That is what it is. Oh, these people shouldn't have babies. Okay, right? Like, when you think about shit like this, it's like, no. I am surprised that I can even speak on shit like this, but I'm trusting the earth. I am trusting the fucking earth, because this is wild. Nigga, people that have babies, like supercell, that nigga, the babies come out like Franklin Richards, nigga, and like Jean Grey. They come out like that. It's a super gift. It's a super level gift. All that's happening is we have had no awareness on how to deal with this shit, how to use it, right? You got to understand, if you're in an environment that's sick and not high vibrational, then that's what your body and your energy is going to mirror. And if you have supercell thalassemia, it's going to mirror it on an insanely deep level, because your gift is that strong. Think about, go ahead. Think about, if you ever seen X-Men Apocalypse, go watch it. X-Men Apocalypse, Age of Aquarius. Apocalypse just means the veils being removed. So all this information is going to start coming to us naturally. We're just going to start knowing shit, right? It's like being clairvoyant shit. Like, it's that type of shit. So, what was the other thing? Clairvoyance. What the fuck was the other thing? All right. Oh, yeah, X-Men Apocalypse, right? Look at what... Damn, what was I bringing that back to? Look at what he had Magneto do when he was like, stop. Nigga, I'm in here. This the shit I was talking. This is basically what the album is about. You see how it just comes back and it keeps coming back? He basically was like, yo, why the fuck would you bring me here, nigga? Like, what's wrong with you? Why would you, like, because, he went through the whole, with the Jewish camp. I don't know the history of that shit. If you can't see that I'm ignorant on it, that's your own problem. But the Holocaust shit, right? So it was like, how can I word this? He was like, why the fuck would you bring me here? All this suffering and da-da-da-da-da. And then he was like, you're not understanding. You need to he basically was showing him, like, you need to take power over this. You running from this shit and you hiding and crying like a bitch and being in pain. You need to take power over this shit. And he made Magneto dummy strong, nigga. He made him crazy, like, Magneto was not on that type of timing before Apocalypse came, because he was like, you gotta face this shit. Now, think of Apocalypse. Apocalypse comes from a more ancient time. They just depicted him as a villain, but he's not a villain. He said, yo, this world is on fuckery, and look what they doing to the fucking mutants, nigga. The mutants are the originals. The originals are the black people that have been here before everybody. All of this shit, bro. I don't want to go too deep into that. Fit Core Extreme, this shit hard. Right? So, back to what I was saying. I ain't running through none of this shit right now. But I want some water. Can I sit on this? Yep. I want some water. I'm gonna get some water after this walk, and then I'm gonna go back to doing what I was, right? So, damn. That's what us. Nigga, if you got a burp or you got a fart, let that shit out, nigga. That shit is not good for you. That shit is not good for you. But whatever, right? So, that's what supercell is. So everybody who's ever tried to help me in my life and be like, oh, we got to get rid of this, we got to heal. It ain't no healing this shit, bro. It's a genetic gift. You just have to know how to use it and regulate the shit. And And this is why that's why I say I used to like not come here and talk, because what the fuck is the point of me telling you this shit if I don't find a way to fucking regulate the shit? What the fuck am I? Is that me? Damn, that is me. Right? When I talk out loud and I speak the truth on things, it always heals my heart. I'm one of those people, I gotta speak my truth out loud. I have to. And I haven't been able to do that being around, certain environments. That's why I keep saying it's a spiritual thing. When you tap in spiritually, you start realizing, like, you got to get away from anybody that don't resonate spiritually. You have to. You don't have a choice. You quite literally have to do it. There's like, you have to. You have to. I don't care who it is. Now, the only thing with suicidal thalassemia is you going out being by yourself and shit that's the only thing. It is dangerous, nigga. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. It is dangerous as fuck. That's the only thing about it. But I don't know how I would tell someone or show someone, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how I would do that. So, I feel like there's something that I didn't. It want me to go into that? Oh, okay. Damn, my stomach. Is it the way I'm sitting? It is the way I'm fucking sitting. Body was like, what the fuck are you doing, nigga? I need some water. That's why, like they'll say, like, oh, you're dehydrated, da-da-da. Something about water, right? So sea blood, right? We're gonna go into that. So sea blood. Go watch Avatar: The Last Airbender and watch the whole shit with Katara and the lady that was like, there's water in everything. You understand there's water in everything, and you start understanding that this gift is related to water, right? One of these gifts are in some form or fashion related to water. It goes deeper than that, but water is one of the things that is really, really big. So a lot of times what our body is asking for, it's asking for water. Now, this sounds very simple until you, can I say this? How am I supposed to word this if I can't word it 100%? Can't. Just know it's water, and it's deeper than being, and it's deeper than drinking water. So I'm gonna leave it at that, because for whatever reason, that's all I'm supposed to say for now. Something is something, Oh, that's what that shit was talking about. Okay. All right. So here's the next thing. Here's what I'm trying to think about. Okay, yeah, I see it now. Here's the next thing. Thalassemia, blood, water, da-da-da-da-da. Honestly, okay, that's what I'm going to say to you. I can say that. Doing this takes time, bro. It doesn't take as long as you think, but it does take time, right? Like, regulating it, normalizing, it takes time, because it's like a consciousness thing. At least that's the way it works for me. It is like a consciousness thing. I had to peel back a lot of layers of programming, understanding all type of shit. And now I finally understand, like, what this is. And it's like, I also, so you gotta understand, I said in the beginning of the video, like, I was very skeptical, because I was like, what nature was showing me, my mind has always been on some, like, I've said this before, it's Kobe, nigga. We up 2-0 in the finals. They ain't nothing to be smiling about, laughing about. We could smile when we win. Once we win, all right, then we smile. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about things. So my mind a lot of times is like, I'm not satisfied until this shit is regulated 100%. Till I feel like there is no, like, the reality on what we used to experience, right? Because you gotta understand, there is no that word, right? Those two words, before we changed it to Supercell, there was no that. It's a gift. It's supercell. It's a trait, genetic gift from our ancestors. So a lot of times my mind would focus on, well, when I feel like this shit ain't doing what it's doing to me, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of times when I would be communing with the earth, that's what I would be on. I'd be on like, all right, let's go. That's why I was skeptical. I was like, I don't feel like this is gonna no, logically, I was like, I don't think that this is gonna like do da 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 da. But I'm one of those people, I don't really, you see how I didn't finish the thought? I don't think that this is, I didn't speak on it fully. I didn't close the door on that energy to throw out into the universe. I don't do that. So a lot of times I don't like speaking. That's why I didn't like speaking as a kid. So you see a lot of, don't go into that. So, what was I gonna say? Yep. Yes, it is. Right, I see that now. That's why. Okay. So, what was I saying? Close the door. Da 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 da. Okay, I was like, I don't think like da 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 da. And then as I kept doing it, I started to see it like progress, and I was like, hold on. If I did this long enough, this might actually, right? Like I started my perception and perspective started to change, and I was like, oh, okay. So basically, end of the day, thalassemia is also a gift. But thalassemia in some form or fashion is different than supercell. It's just different. Supercell seems deeper on a genetic level. It's the best way I can word it to you. It seems deeper on a genetic level, where thalassemia seems more like, there we go. Thalassemia just doesn't seem as deep as supercell. But yeah, and I haven't studied enough for that. They're very similar, but they're different. It's the same thing as Naruto, but you got different clans. Different clans have different abilities. Some clans have abilities of the eyes, and some clans, and that goes deeper into that, where some clans' eye abilities are different than other clans' eye abilities. It's literally that type of shit. Literally. It's that type of shit. I need some water. Alright, I'm taking that as confirmation. I'm going to my car. I'm getting my water bottle. So, yes, sir. So, yeah. My nigga, I'm just here to say that this fuckery is coming to an end. I'm just gonna let you know this now. Because I'm gonna let you know now. Don't even word that. Alright. I want to kick this ball so much right now. It's my love. You know those little balls you would see in like the grocery store? Like there'd be like a bunch of them, be like red, blue, and like different. Let me just fucking show you. Just fucking show you. I don't know how to describe it. It's like those little plastic balls. Like these shits. Like I want to boot that shit so bad. I'm booting that shit. Ain't nobody here. This ain't nobody's fault. And a butterfly just flew past. Wait, let me. Nah, fuck it. I'm gonna listen to my body. We're just gonna boot this shit. Yeah, that felt really good. That felt really good. Alright, so, what was I saying? Yeah, this fuckery's over. I just need some water. Boom, 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 boom. I still gotta talk about thalassemia, supercell. I'll talk a little about supercell. Okay, I'm gonna speak on Supercell a little bit. I just realized like a program that I didn't really realize before, but I realize it now. I had an experience where, talk about it. Basically, I realized through my healing, I subconsciously was like hating my father, right? I don't like saying shit like this, but we're gonna let go, put some fire on that, like burn it. This is for purification, put intention on it. It's for purification purposes. Oh, that's fire. So, right, that was the type of energy that was there. But now I'm realizing, right, because the energy, I don't know how I could explain that to you in a way that would make sense. But I didn't really think about this. That's the like weird part. Technically, I got the supercell trait from him, right? And because we grow up being programmed to hate that shit, you subconsciously, bars, nigga, right? You subconsciously start to feel that way towards that person, whether you realize it or not, because a lot of it is how either we're programmed or we're wired. I'm not really sure. But I can explain this to you, again, through Avatar: The Last Airbender. The episode when Katara and Sokka finally, after who knows how long, get to see their dad. The dad is always like, he's like real nice and helpful, happy to see his kids. And Katara's kind of like giving him like the cold shoulder. And Aang's like, why are you treating your dad like that? And Katara's like, what are you talking about? Right, so what they showed in this was that subconsciously her pain was manifesting. Her pain, how she truly felt about not being able to see her dad was manifesting, and she was taking it out on him subconsciously. When she finally becomes conscious of it, she starts crying and hugs him like, oh my God, like we needed you, like I missed you so much. Dude had to go to war, so it's understandable, but you see the feelings are still valid. We missed you, nigga. You are our father. You supposed to raise and teach us and this, that, and the other. You see what I'm saying? It's like that. They showing you through water. Again, it's water energy. Bro, study the elements. I studied the fuck out of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Bitch, I didn't see Avatar: The Last Airbender so many times. It's so much good information and energy in that show that is great. It's a lot to learn from. There's some other shit about it, but I'm gonna let it be for now. That's new. Right, so it was that. I never really had this type of energy towards my mom, right? And now I speak on this because I've seen how the relationship between me and my father is very much like, you stay in your space, I'm gonna stay in my space kind of thing. And it was like amazing that I even put this together just now, right? So basically, from this, I realized that it was manifesting, right? The pain that I was holding. I subconsciously managed you because you gave me this fuck shit. The whole time it's a gift, nigga. So when you start thinking about this, what did they have in mind to confuse us with this shit? When you start thinking about our relationship with our parents, our parents, our ancestors, our parents out here slaving, nigga, they slave. Parents out here slaving to make ends meet and da-da-da-da. My parents was suburban, nigga. We was in the suburbs. Our parents was making good money, right? Not crazy, but they worked for their shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, people think the suburbs, you live in a nice... No, nigga, when you start really looking at what your parents is going through, dog, no, they fucking working. They sacrificing themselves so that you could have better. That's what the fuck, it ain't no fucking just older. No, nigga, our parents, we watching that shit, bro. We seeing what it's doing to our parents. So, again, I never looked at my mom and said thalassemia, because again, I didn't understand supercell was a trait, thalassemia was a trait. So I never looked at my mom like, damn, you gave me some fuckery that's doing this. And so our relationship was fine. I never subconsciously really like felt that way towards her. Aside from her being my mom, and she really was the main one in like the hospital with me and this and the other, but I see what it did to my perception and perspective of life. Because now I sit here and look at this, and as I keep healing, it's so much easier for me to let go of these feelings that I've had, because I realize even though they're valid because I experienced them, they have to be let go of because it was programming and it came from some fuckery that should have never existed in the first place. We supposed to be out here tribe and knowing this. We're supposed to be knowledgeable of this. You watch Naruto, all the elders is knowledgeable of these gifts and they're teaching the young ones, they're guiding. We have not been able to go to our elders because they don't know shit, but it's not their fault. Who the fuck did this, right? Like, for another time. I don't even go into shit like that, honestly. I leave it alone. If I'm called to it, that's different. But again, yeah, I need some water. ASAP. No, don't tell me I'm about to walk back over there. I do not fucking feel like walking all the way back over there. Alright, I'll walk. Only let there be water in here. There was not water in there. So, again, it's water. Water, oh, that's also what I thought about earlier. So, we know a lot of times we look at like Korra as like, how do you word it? I look at Korra as like they kind of fucked her over. I'm not gonna hold you. She went through a lot of shit, bruh. Korra really went through a lot of shit. They don't realize how much power they have. They don't realize it, and so they don't know how to utilize it. And they show this in Korra. They show it. You start looking at the women, bruh, Korra would off rip, out the pussy. Hey, it is what it is. Korra out the pussy could earth bend, fire bend, and water bend. Realistically, she should have been the greatest avatar ever. But they showed you, I don't care how powerful you are, if your mind is blocked, you an idiot. Like, you can't do nothing, right? They show you that. Korra couldn't use her mind, bro. She couldn't use her mind. And that was her biggest weakness. That's what made her like that. That's what made her so often get her ass whooped. Because she couldn't use that shit. And then the weird thing was Korra, in my opinion, I kind of want to say she didn't have enough of a spiritual connection, because really, no, don't even say that shit. All right. Point is, that's what a lot of women need to learn how to do. Two things I think women need to learn how to do is really listen to their intuition and use their mind. Women are designed to, like, once they start doing shit, they naturally just let go and can do it. And I don't know how to describe that in a better way. There's a better way to describe that. But they could naturally, hold on. Okay. Let it be. All right. So, how did we even get to this? Again, bro, the women have a lot of power. That's the point of what I'm trying to say. It wasn't until Korra couldn't do nothing else that she had to use her mind. Right? Oh God, this water fountain is fucking. Nigga. You gotta be fucking. I don't feel like going to this shit. A lot of times I like pushing through this. My body needs it. Okay. Is that it? I'm getting real tired. Is it tired or is it something else? Probably something else. So. I see. I didn't even fucking... Yo. That's some cheat code ass shit, bro. Cheat code ass shit, Nick. Fucking figured it out. So, I'm about to jump back to something. I'm about to jump back to thalassemia and a little bit of supercell. So, thalassemia, you gotta understand what's happening is our bones didn't get the nutrients it needed. This is why you starting to see motherfuckers get hip replacements and all type of other shit. Niggas have hip problems because the body is way out of alignment because the bones did not grow properly. Not even, can't speak on that. Jesus. They even got me saying Jesus is crazy. But Jesus was black, so. But we ain't calling that nigga Jesus. I don't know. I don't go into all that shit. I ain't study enough of it. I ain't gonna hold you. So, what was I saying? Was I talking about thalassemia, supercell? Right. A lot of that shit is the bones. It's the fucking bones, dog. Maybe talking about some drink milk. Get the fuck out of here. Drink milk. Nigga, I want titty milk. The fuck is you talking about? Brown nipple titty milk. That's what the fuck I want. Fucking cows and shit. So, this is ridiculous. It's actually funny as hell. I'm gonna let y'all know now. You might as well start laughing at a lot of shit. Just laugh. Learn how to laugh. Let go of shit. Da 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 da. So again, yeah, nigga, I'm in here. So again, it is the bones. I'm gonna keep saying that shit. I need some water. I need to get to this thing. It is the motherfucking bones. Now, yes and no. Our perception of reality, I'm gonna let you know this now, is a lot different than everyone else's. That's why a lot of us have been experiencing. You can look at a lot of people with supercell tend to not socialize, distance themselves, and what's the other word for it? Isolate. There we go. Trying to isolate. It's because we're not experiencing reality the same way as everyone else. We're just not. These are the things that I'm realizing as I'm healing and continuing my journey, and as nature is talking to me and showing me certain things. I see. No. Keep going. Oh. Okay. So it's we're not experiencing reality the same. I don't know if that's too vague or not. A lot of times I see something that can't really be explained with words. I'd have to just word it. Alright, okay. I'm kind of over the video. I'm not going to hold you. But I'm trusting my intuition and my energy that there is a reason for this in my body. Oh, shit. That's tripped hella hard. So, I see. So that something else figured out. Thalassemia, supercell, water, blood. Talking to your doctor about any of this shit is pointless. I'll let you know that now. You gotta understand these doctors have been programmed themselves because they were given certain information in books to read. So they always gonna say, oh, you can't do this or you can't. You wasting your fucking time. Same thing with going to certain elders. If they can't hear it, leave their ass alone. Because I'm gonna tell you this what the elders gonna do. I experienced it, bro. I already broke through this, and the earth is supporting me and showing me shit that I should have been fucking doing already. Right? They gonna tell you. They gonna try and, give you their perception. But they have more programming than us. They have more stupid ass programming too. Dense ass programming that we don't have. So a lot of times you need to find a way to make isolating healthy. Spend time in nature. Talk to the tree. Talk to the fucking whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta do shit like that and find your own perspective, because a lot of the elders and adults will try and oh no. But when you listen to yourself, it'll be 100% congruent, but you have to clear your energy first. Clear your energy, find higher vibrational things. Just find the things that you naturally gravitate to. You gotta find shit like that, because it could be something as simple as playing video games, nigga. Something as simple as playing video games. And I'm gonna break one down to you. I think I did this in another video game. Yeah, go ahead. You could be vague about it though. Okay. There's a video game I played as a kid, and it was the second version of the game. And I was like, I just played it because I was that kid, like, you don't think a lot, you know? Like, when you just don't. I didn't. I don't have the words for that. I could be sitting here forever using words trying to explain that to you. I was happy to have the game. You're a kid. You happy to have it. You ain't think about it. You having fun. You're just doing whatever. But this was the second installment of the game. And when I played the game, it was about a hero. I'm putting my phone down here. It was about a hero who basically goes back in time and basically saves his people from some type of stupid apocalyptic future kind of thing. That type of stuff. And when I went on later in life, I looked at how that played out in my reality and how it resonated with certain things, which then goes to tell you that there's a lot of things in reality that are not random, they actually have meaning behind them. But you have to find those meanings for yourself, because I'm telling you, a lot of the elders and adults, they're just accustomed to the way society is. Oh, they'll say, oh, it's just like that. When a motherfucker say it's just like that, that means they don't know what to do about it and they can't comprehend why it's like that. So they've just accepted it. That's what the fuck it means. The elders, they programmed way more than all of us. So if you seeing something that make you happy and an elder come along and they like, no, you just, one, also look at what you're doing, because if it's some stupid shit, then that's different. But at the same time, it's been a lot of elders that I realize now that a lot of times, like, damn, if I didn't listen to you, I'd be doing this or I'd be doing that. I was right all along. The elders will never tell you that you're smarter than them or that you're more gifted or that you're this, that, and the other. They won't tell you. And this is the problem with a lot of the elders. They literally won't tell you. What the fuck is wrong with you niggas? Y'all, this is what y'all supposed to be doing. The elders are supposed to be bringing up the kids and letting them know they geniuses and that they smart and that they beautiful and that they're kind. They're supposed to be doing this, and they're not. Why? Because they're bitter about life. They don't even realize it. That's the wildest part, right? But that's their programming. They've been programmed to never look at emotions. That's their problem. They won't look at emotions. So you got to find what resonates with you. You got to find what brings out your star energy, makes you feel confident. You just good at it for no reason. Look at stuff like that. Once somebody start trying to shift your perception and da-da-da-da-da, and you have that feeling like, hold on, this don't fit, get away from them. Get away from them. Because they're going to try and get you to think and operate the way they do. And you ain't meant to be doing that because your gifts is different. We all unique. You over here trying to force me to be a water bender, and I'm over here a fire bender. And then because I decided to listen to myself and say, no, I'm a fire bender, then I'm like, oh shit, I'm an air bender too. And a water bender, right? But they were so fixated on one thing that if you don't get away from them, then you don't find that out. That's how that shit works. You start, oh, I'm just a firebender. Then you find out you the avatar. You're like, oh shit, I can do things this way because this is what nature's showing me. Nigga, I used to say a lot of these things as a kid, bro. A lot of these things as a kid. And all the elders used to come and say, oh no, and this, that, and the other. In reality, they was hiding the fact that they didn't know how to guide me and help me. And they wouldn't admit to it. They wouldn't sit down and like, you know what, let's figure this shit out together. They wouldn't do that. And now, I get connected with nature and connected with earth, and it's showing me you was right the whole time. You was right as a kid. It just wasn't time yet. Every time I start thinking about something I said or did as a kid, the earth be like, yup, you was right. Because it vibrates on a frequency of like truth. Like, it's so fire. And then you have the memory of the adult coming around saying, no. Niggas that don't have this experience trying to tell you shouldn't be that. What? That don't even make no sense. You know, I think about Kanye. I don't take advice from people less successful than me. That shit sound funny, and it's the way Kanye delivers shit, but he's speaking facts. How am I take advice from you and you're not even having this experience? It just don't make sense. Now, the only way that works is if you're spiritually connected, you can really get advice from anybody. But it won't be in the way that you think, right? It'll be on some like, they'll say something that it don't even resonate, but something like maybe one word in the entire 5 minutes that they was talking will just ring off. And you'll be like, what? And then you leave them, you get away from them, and whatever reason, that word will just find its way. Like, you'll see something in reality that just makes it make sense, and you'll know how to follow that, and da-da-da-da-da. Ooh. So, this is the last thing I'm going to say, because I'm over this walking shit. A golden retriever taking a McDookie, boy. So, yeah, man. Now what's happening is, no, can't go into that. Damn. All right, so is that it? Here's another thing. We a lot stronger than we think we are. I did not want to do this fucking walk, but I did it, right? I did it. Sometimes a lot of us got to push through certain shit. I had to learn that. But it's just an equation. Supercell thalassemia is a big-ass equation with hella moving parts. But I have figured it out. So, again, it's over for this fuckery. I'm about to go sit down. I'm about to drink my water. And I'm about to do's my do's. My doozies. My doozies is kind of fire. Ooh. So, is that it? Oh, okay. I see. I see. All right. Right. No, keep it. All right. Ooh. I'm gonna need spray if I'm gonna sit here. Yeah. Is that it? Am I done with this or what? I haven't talked about that. Thalassemia, supercell, spiritual. I haven't talked about a lot. It's time to be done. Oh God. Not for that yet. All right. So, is that it, or is there more for me to talk about? Water, earth, air. All right. I was wondering what that meant. Okay. So a lot of times what the elders do is they will put, like, what they're doing is they're putting your fire out, right? They don't understand it. They know how to nurture it. So the elders have been programmed to hold power over the children. But the children are the way. What does the Bible say? The children are the way. Right? So a lot of our elders be trying to program us to fucking function, not even function, but just be in society and accept it the way it is. All this means is that they not trying to change none of this shit. That's all it means. They trying to make us repeat their cycle. We ain't supposed to be doing that. That's not what we came here for. We're supposed to break their fucking cycle. Right? That's what we here for. We're supposed to break this shit, destroy this fuckery that's been going on. And it's amazing that it's happening. What was the other thing? Right? A lot of times I would say something genius. I would be like, yo, this is this, or I feel that. And then the elders would come on, no. And what they were doing was they were putting my fire out. It was making me not believe in myself. And my answers were better than the teachers, nigga. I remember when I was going to college, right? Mind you, I dropped out of college after like 2 weeks or a month because it was too much on me physically. Like I couldn't keep up with it. I couldn't handle it. it was just too much. So I was like, fuck this, I'ma leave. And nobody wanted to listen to me. Oh, no, you can't be doing this. Why didn't someone just say, let's work on your health? Let's sit down together for a year, work on your health, and then you come back the next year. Nobody did this. Because they're not thinking. They're not consciously thinking. They're just doing whatever to survive. And we're breaking out of that bullshit-ass frequency. So the other side of it, they'll put your fire out. You got to find an environment that allows your fire to live, right? It's like Avatar: The Last Airbender. The dragons show you that the fire is not just meant for destruction. It's meant for life, bruh. Like, it's literally pure and righteous. Fire, nigga. It's fire. And what I realized what happened was my fire was so bright and beautiful and colorful that it starts to reveal people's demons. That's what happens. It starts to reveal people's demons. It's that simple. So what happens is they spiritually start being like, they'll be in a place where they can't face their demons, right? Whatever they got going on in life, whatever illusion they're living in, reality they're living in, they have to upkeep it, because that's what a lot of consciousness is. A lot of consciousness is just breaking realities and understanding a lot of this was a program that had a certain frequency that only allowed you to operate on this level of being. That's all it is, right? Once you understand that, you can start choosing different things. It's actually very, very simple, right? But a lot of the elders, they fire is not, well, one, your fire is always there. You just got to activate it. But they fire is gone. These niggas have given up on life. They've given up on life. The way life is, society is, this ain't life, bro. This is bullshit. All of this shit is bullshit. All of it. Like, we working, you got to think, every job that if you ain't your own boss, you see what I'm saying? Like, I ain't going down that. What we going to go back to? Fire? Right. You got to find environments that make your fire live, feel free to live, because you'll grow very, very fast. Zuko showed Aang, he like, yo, your fire is going out because you're being timid. You can't be timid. You can't do that. It doesn't work. So every time your fire would light up, you'd have a genius idea. You do something super. They come along, what are you doing? You're going to make me look like a bad parent. Oh. Right? So it's a lot deeper than a lot of things. So the fire is the key to breaking out of shit. But you got to get to somewhere where your fire can exist and grow enough so that nobody could touch that shit or affect it. Or at least you'll be aware that somebody's trying to. And once you have that, they can't do shit. They can't do shit. Oh, nope, get away from this person. No, anybody try and put your fire out, get away from them. So it's fire. That's what a lot of, ironically, supercell and thalassemia is also based on. As long as we keep believing that this is a fucking, it's just in the other, and you don't take time away from society and isolate, and oh shit, this is not that. But they're keeping us on a vibration that will only allow us to see and experience that way. Once you break out of that vibration and you know how to stay out of it, dude, I'm not going to say it doesn't work that way. It doesn't, but it's deeper than that. That's why part of me, I want to get a marker board, because you have to realize you're going to have to still heal all the trauma you went through. You're still going to have to heal all these fucking crises and emotional shits that you went through. And it's not going to be the way you might think it is, but you have to do all that. So you're still going to have to heal it. You have to push through. But again, nigga, I got to fuck away from everybody, and I started to be able to see the truth. And I started to see layers of the truth and layers of the truth. And I was like, all right, it's a fire. I want to keep talking, but I don't know where to put my phone. Where to put my phone? So again, right, I realized that it's a lot of things I had to understand spiritually to make sense of this. It's a lot of things I had to understand spiritually, because you got to understand, It's certain people that study spiritual shit and they start fucking going batshit. But here's the thing that I learned about that. It depends on what you learning. If you learning some shit that your spirit don't want you to know, because your soul, your spirit, whatever you want to call it, it has the ability to block off certain information because it understands consciously you can't handle that. You're not ready for that. So it'll block it off. If you're forcefully learning certain things, you're going to start feeling depressed and crazy and all type of stupid shit. I only learn things that my soul and my spirit tell me to go learn. That's why I don't be feeling like the only time that word pop up had to do with Supercell. It had to do with that and how Supercell is affecting my reality. A lot of the spiritual shit I understood, but Supercell was pulling on. That's why I keep saying they are both connected. They're literally both connected. And that was an idea I had, and I didn't have nobody to back me. And then the only thing that backed me was nature. And it showed me, of course it's connected. Of course it's connected. It's your nature. So, I would advise people to not get any type of genetic anything. I would advise that. That's my opinion. I'm not forcing on it. I'm not forcing on you. You don't have to agree to that. You can go get it if you want. I'm advising you not to. I'm not even advising you. I'm putting the information here just to, you know what I'm saying? Fuck no. You're bugging. I'd rather hold the fuck out until someone came along and showed me how to regulate this shit. And then you'll be sitting here like, oh my God, I would never fucking do this ever in my fucking life. Never. The fuck? Yeah, I got a lot of freedom to speak right now. I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba. Right? So, again, you got to do what resonates with your spirit. It's a lot of people I'm telling you. You got to understand what I'm doing and what I'm saying right now is because I have become very one with my soul, bro. I have learned how to follow my soul. I've learned how to do that. I'm not just sitting here doing random shit. I'm not just sitting here I've learned how to listen to my soul. My soul has shown me how to listen to nature. That's why a part of me is like, I want to put the information. I'm listening to my guidance. It's like, put the information here. Because a part of me is like, I don't want to speak to motherfuckers if I'm not going to change, like, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I think it's also better for people to know, nigga, weather the storm you in. I'm telling you, weather the fucking storm because that storm is about to end. We're going into we're in the age of Aquarius. That's what I say, apocalypse. But we're in the age of Aquarius, so all this is going to come out. This is it coming out right now. It's a fucking genetic superpower. It's a gift, and you have to learn how to regulate it. The best way to regulate it is to be in nature. But I've seen from my own experience, it's not just simple as, oh, I'm going to go to the park. I'm going to go walking. Don't get me wrong, it helps. Helps a lot, right? Like, even me, like, I learned one of the biggest things that helps Supercell and helps Alcemia is walking. Simple walking. Simple, go outside in nature. The gym helps, but it's not enough oxygen in there. Go fucking to a trail and just walk. But you have to start testing how much can your body handle, right? So that you're not having bullshit. I don't know what other people's bodies is like, right? You might be different. So what I would do, I don't do jogging. Jogging's too much for the body. You have to look at exercise like this. The same way you break down the body, you have to also rejuvenate the body. If you don't rejuvenate the body, you're basically like you're making things worse for yourself or harder for yourself. So you have to learn how to rejuvenate the body. You rejuvenate the body by being in nature. Our people understood this. Our ancestors understood this. Why all of our ancestors are shown as tribe people. They just tried to make the tribe people look stupid. They weren't stupid. These niggas were geniuses. You could look at the Egyptians, the Kemetics, whatever you want to call it. They was walking around barefoot for a fucking reason, nigga. Because they was tapped in with the earth. They show you an Avatar the Blue niggas. Them niggas is walking around. Locks. I ain't do none of this. It's growing on its own. Locks. And what that did was, you can't go into that. Basically, just understand our body needs to be in nature. Now I'm gonna tell you, can I go into this, but maneuver. Okay, a lot of these clothes is poisonous. A lot of them. A lot of these clothes is poisonous, dog. Like they literally block your body from breathing. Right? Now, granted, obviously you have certain areas that are freezing cold. Bitch, put some clothes on. Do wear what the fuck you gotta wear. Don't go outside thinking I'm telling you from experience, nigga. I already did it. I tried taking my ass outside. Like, oh, you know, my body gotta breathe. Bitch ass nigga, you gonna have a crisis. Don't do no stupid shit like that. Go somewhere warm as fuck. Like warm all around year. Cause I'm gonna tell you why. I'm originally from Jersey. Jersey is cold 9 months out of the year. It's 9 months out of the year. Jersey is cold to me because I feel it in my bones, right? So 9 months out of the year, Jersey is cold. And the 3 months of summer, it's been cold 9 months. The heat is not retaining. When I moved to a warm area, which is basically, you know, let's say down south. Could be Texas, Cali, wherever, nigga, I don't care. What I realized was, I was like, hold on, it's super humid here, right? Jersey was dry and cold. It's super humid here. It's like the heat stays in the air, right? It's like the humidity retains the heat. And their warmth is like 9 months of the year versus, you know what I'm saying? Yo, it's ridiculous. So when I got in this, nigga, when I was in Jersey, I always had socks on. I always had pants on. I had all this. My body couldn't breathe, making it a lot weaker. That's why black people's nostrils is dummy large, nigga. Because black people are so powerful, they need massive amounts of oxygen. That's why. Nigga, soak it in. Right? So, right? So I started walking around. Like, when I was here, like, you barely saw me wearing clothes. The most I would wear, I'd cover my balls, nigga. That's it. Feet out. All this type of shit, bro. Because I had to cover up. That's the thing with Supercell. While your body needs to breathe and be in the proper environment, at the same time, your body, because of how they programmed us being mirrors of this low vibrational environment that they've made it this way, what happens is we're like trying to cover up. It's so severe, we have to cover that shit up. So it's like, can you really win? Right? That you're choosing between poisons, if I'm being honest with you. But I'll leave it at that. You're good. Okay. So, yeah, man. It's a lot. It's literally a lot. Right. So I'm basically chilling for now. Is that it? Or do I gotta keep talking? I gotta keep talking. Alright. I see. Yeah, man, I done mapped this shit. It's over. There's another thing. Fire, water, air, earth. How would I even explain that? Okay. Yo, there's this thing I used to do. I did it for a long time. I never understood why. I spent a lot of time around women. I always found myself comfortable being around them. A lot of women naturally operate in earth and water energy, right? If you ever look at, so Avatar: The Last Airbender used like air, water, earth, fire, but when you understand the elements of this, air will be like a element that, it'll be a triangle with a line over it, meaning this triangle, right? The triangle's going up. That's what a triangle, that's how you look at it, air, whatever. It has like a cap. It has like a limit. Like there's no air in outer space, as they say. It's the same thing with fire. Fire has no limit. Fire will be fucking anywhere. Same thing with water. Water has no limit to be anywhere. Earth has a limit. So what I realize is a lot of women naturally operate off water and earth energy. That energy is super, super healing. That energy is super, super healing. You know what I'm saying? So, damn, that was actually super, like, border jumping of me. I just, like, made a noise at her dog. But, that is what it is. I don't know. If I'm supposed to understand something about that, it'll be shown to me. So, basically, they carry a lot of healing energy. I always found myself staying around women because it made me feel like my body was healing. And that's exactly what was happening. Their energy has the ability to heal, like, ridiculously. That's why I clung on to my mom for so long, because I felt safe around her. My body felt safe. My body didn't feel safe around my dad. It felt safe around my mom because she carried healing energy, because she's a woman, especially because she's a black woman. Black women carry very, very strong healing energies. The black woman is the originator. She's the most original. Bro, I think there was probably a time where men probably didn't exist, and women probably came along fucking around with the universe and created men. Like, I genuinely think that's what some of this shit is. So that's why a part of me be like, if y'all don't wake your motherfucking ass up, because you need to start taking accountability for this shit. But you never know what'll happen from that. Women might start fucking, we need to, right? But that's not their nature, so I don't think that they would do that. But I don't know. I'm gonna record like this just because. Oh no, I'm done with that. All right, cool. Cool. So, the only thing I'm looking at now is right. I said they have a lot of healing energies. You need to learn how to become your own healing energy, so you don't have to be around them and cling on to them, hold on to them, and stop them from doing whatever they want to do in life, and da. So these are things that I had to learn by tapping into my own healing energy. Understand you have the energy to heal yourself. Understand that you're not overstimulated. I don't care about these words. As long as you get what the fuck I'm saying, I don't care. Unless my soul spirit tells me, my intuition tells me different, then I ain't tripping on it. You understand, you're not healing supercell. Stop looking at supercells. It needs to be healed. That's the problem. When you start understanding a lot of these diseases have patents, whatever, right? You're not healing supercell. You're healing your body. You're healing your body. You're healing your energy. You're not healing supercell. That's why everyone that tried to help me, it wouldn't work, because they didn't have supercell. They didn't have the perception that supercell is not a disease. It's a gift. It's a gift. If you Jean Grey or you Charles fucking Xavier and your gift is out of whack, you gonna be batshit fucking crazy, nigga. You might blow up a state just because you don't have control over your shit. So this is what I'm trying to say. You're healing the body. You're not healing supercell. Supercell is a gift. It's a super gift. It's an ancestral DNA gift. All right, I need some of this water. Thirsty in tomorrow. That's how I'm gonna be. You know, with my wife, she popping that titty milk. I need some too, nigga. I don't care. Swing that this way. So, you can't go into there. All right. So, what else is there? Supercell's a gift. I said that already. Alright, supercell's a gift. You're healing your body. We're changing the perception on this fucker. This is taking our power, nigga. This is commanding our power. You're not healing supercell. You're healing the body. I'm not gonna hold you. Getting into healing the body, for whatever reason, it's not time for me to go into that yet. But I do understand this shit and how it's actually working, how I fucking... Can I say that? Oh, I can't say it. All right. All that matters is like, I get it now. We've been looking at this wrong. That's the problem. We've been looking at this through the lens of white people. How the fuck were we ever gonna heal this? How are we ever gonna change this? Nigga, what the fuck? So, alright. Is there anything else you want me to? Is that there's one last thing? Start going to the car. Alright, so Quora. What about Quora? No. Something with Quora. Nope. Okay. How am I gonna? Okay, so Quora and Toph. Oh, okay. I see it. Quora and Toph. Right. So basically, there's certain things that I understood by watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, and we're gonna start with Toph. All right. There's a thing in Avatar: The Last Airbender where everyone goes on some type of spiritual journey where they learn something amazing. Everybody, including non-bending Sokka, right? Wow. Everyone goes on some type of journey. Who's the one person who doesn't go on a journey? It's Toph. Toph doesn't go on a journey. Toph is blind for a reason. One, when you can't see, you feel better. All your other senses get heightened. All of them. Right? What I learned with this is a lot of the earth, right? So the women that need to be... Avatar: The Last Airbender is like a map of like consciousness in a sense, right? I figured this out for a long time, but I had so much shit to focus on, I never got to talk about it. Actually, I probably have like 1,000 videos literally like 1,000 videos I recorded, but I never put them out because I was so all over the place. It was ridiculous. it was ridiculous. But I used to say to somebody, there's a reason that Toph is blind, because the earthbenders are not supposed to lead the way. They're really supposed to be the support. They're supposed to be the anchor, right? Toph is the only one who doesn't go on that journey, kind of thing. But what I mean by this is when you start to understand Aang was the leader, he was an airbender for a reason. Age of Aquarius is air energy, right? It's everyone's mental is like, oh shit, this is what's going on, and that's what's going on. But it's also like when you look at Aquarius, it's the water bearer. It's like an angel. It's the angel knows better and does better. You know what I'm saying? The angel doesn't know better and, oh, I know more than you, let me do this. No, I'm the angel. I know better. I'm going to do better for the sake of myself and everyone around me and everyone else, right? So Toph is like, how can I word this? So that's what the case is with a lot of women, especially earth signs. They need to be led. I don't give a fuck how anyone feels about it, because a lot of times, I ain't even gotta go into that. A lot of the earth benders need to be led. It does not mean you're not powerful. It means your power lies in a different area. And it ain't necessarily the fucking brain. It's the fucking earth. Right? Your power lies in an entirely different area. We always used to look at, oh, that person's smart. This person, no, nigga, like, your genius, your smart just lies in a different area. It lies in earth energy, in the element of earth. And you gotta explore that and figure that out for yourself. Now, the other aspect is water. Now, water is different. Water signs, in my opinion, can see better than anybody when it comes to, like, I don't know how to word this because I don't want to line it up so much with Zodiac. You gotta understand, all these things are different. Some of them are deeper, some of them are like different things, but you can use them as layers to go deeper into understanding yourself, right? Because then you go, oh, well, what if this girl's an air sign? And I'm just speaking on specific energies right now. Just however it resonates with however it comes up. All right. Let me put this down. Actually, let me get another sip first. Right. So the waterbenders, in my opinion, are different. And here's why I think the waterbenders are different. The waterbenders have intuition. When you have intuition, you're not as blind as a fucking earthbender. You're not blind like that. Right? It's just not the same. You just gravitate towards whatever resonates. I used to say this to somebody. I'm like, that's the difference between Pisces and Virgo. And they're polar opposites, right? Pisces. Do I need to explain zodiac? I don't want to. Whatever. All the zodiac signs have polar opposites. The polar opposite of Gemini is Sagittarius. Polar opposite of Virgo is Pisces. Polar opposite of Leo is Aquarius, right? So I was trying to explain to them the difference between like water and earth energy and this type of shit. And I was saying to them, a Virgo is going to try and figure out an equation by doing every possible fucking aspect. Let me try it this way. Let me try it this way. Let me try it that way. Let me try it. Right? It's like they'll be doing all that. And a Pisces intuitively would be like, do that one right there. And then it'll be like, how do you know? I don't know. I just know. Do that one right there. And then it works the best way. They're intuitive. They can feel that this resonates the most. They can feel the congruency of it. This one is the most congruent. We're going to do it this way. And we'll understand it later. And then you'll see it was the best way. Like, that's how water and earth energy kind of works. But with earth, nigga, I ain't trying to be doing this, blah, 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 blah. If it resonates, cool. But when you're doing a lot of that shit, it just, no. So that is a lot of the big difference between earth and water. I don't know why I needed to say this, but I guess that was like the whole Korra thing. So I kind of want to explore Korra more, but at the same time, I kind of don't. Because I feel like Korra, when I watched Korra had a lot of good elements as way Avatar The Last Airbender watched. And it's crazy. I knew that somebody fucked with this show when I was watching it. I knew off rip. I was like, something about this show doesn't feel right. Like, there's a lot of shit here that feels amazing the way Avatar The Last Airbender did. It's still an amazing show in my opinion. But I was sitting there like, somebody fucked with this show. And then, bro, when I first watched this, I knew. And years later, nigga, there's a scene in Korra. Should I speak on this? All right. There's a scene in Korra where Varrick goes like, when you have this genius, he looks at the fucking camera, he looks dead at you. You have this genius thing and da-da-da, and someone comes along and does this and blah, 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 blah. He literally telling you somebody did it. That's how I looked at it. That's what resonated with me, right? So, understanding that, do we really need to say, here's the thing with these words, bro. People say, we need to switch the words to this. Bro, it's a pendulum fucking swing. You saying overstanding and understand. No, bitch, you need to be neutral. You need to just be standing. I'm start saying that. So standing this now, that don't feel right. So maybe another word. So basically, what was I saying? What the fuck was I even talking about? If it's important, it'll come back. Maybe some about Korra, somebody messed with the show, Eric, blah, blah, blah. Water? But what was the original, like, Pisces, Virgo? I don't know what the original thing we're talking about. Oh, Korra? Right, okay, I wanted to explore Korra. So Korra is like, you know, I look at Korra and I'm like, what was I supposed to really learn from this, right? Because to me, Korra just seems like a teenage girl. So, I mean, it kind of makes sense that I don't fully understand this, that, and the other. But I do see this is how a lot of women operate. You're choosing sides. You're doing this. She's always operating from emotions. Can I please speak up? Vaguely. Yeah. So, I used to see, you're good. I used to see a lot of times specific people. I'm like, yo, you're so powerful and you're so genius. You're beautiful. You got everything. But you can't stop operating from your motherfucking emotions and trauma and shit. And you don't understand you're operating from trauma because you have not sat with your emotions because you're so afraid of them. All you need to do is sit with them shits, nigga. Sit with them shits, be honest. Figure out how to let them motherfuckers go. Because when you start to understand that, I explained it like this. You think, oh, my emotions are valid, da 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 da. Okay, you're right. Your emotions are valid. You had an experience that made you feel a certain way, but you're holding on to it. That's the problem. You need to let it go. You need to understand it and let it go. I'm going to tell you now, this reality we live in works off consciousness. If you don't understand something, it will not go away. Right? If you don't understand something, it won't go away. I don't give a fuck what you do, because some of these things we're supposed to understand spiritually. We're supposed to consciously know it. So I said to her, like, yo, like, some of these things you have to consciously know. Like, you're bypassing shit. You cannot bypass certain things, because spiritually, you could bypass all you want. Spiritually, your spirit is gonna start blocking you off from certain shit, because there's something about that you need to know consciously, mentally. That part. Right? Sitting down in nature cleansing me. Farts, burps, these are cleansings. So they've been looking, oh, we nasty. No, you bitches been having us fucking doing whatever, right? So let's jump back. So a lot of the women, what was I saying? Right, they get so harped on their emotions. I gave her this scenario right here. If I gave you a cookie and it was your favorite cookie, you'd be happy as fuck. You'd be happy as fuck. Because I would say, just say, all right, you'd be happy as fuck. You eat the cookie, you feel all good and da-da-da-da-da. You happy. You're happy. Those emotions are valid. You're happy. Now, I show you a video of me wiping my ass with that cookie and putting the laxative in it. Right? Now, you mad as fuck. Your stomach hurt. You gotta take a shit. You can't even focus on the fact that you mad because your stomach hurt. Right? So what I was pointing out to, I'm like, yo, emotions can be easily manipulated. I just made you happy, mad, and sad all at the same time. Right? All of it is valid, is it not? So you have to learn how to, get out of the prison of harboring emotions. Emotions are neutral, bro. Like, it's neutral. It's just whatever you're feeling. If you're feeling happy, emotion. If you're feeling whatever emotion, they're neutral. It's when you harbor these motherfuckers that they start to affect you in a certain way. You can't let go of shit. Now you're holding on to a frequency that's stale. That's what's happening to a lot of women. They don't know how to let go of shit. When they mentally and spiritually get connected the way Cora had to do, they'll start to understand there's certain things you gotta do. You gotta leave motherfuckers behind. You gotta do all type of shit, bro. You gotta let go of motherfuckers that you love. That's just how it works. That was something that was literally drilled into me a long time ago, but I couldn't do it. I didn't know how. I would try it and it would work a little bit, but then I'd go back and I'm like, no, I can't do that shit no more. So, here's the thing. Where else was I at? So Cora, water, herb. Oh yeah. Women with all right. So that's what I was trying to point out, right? So when it comes to emotions, a lot of women don't understand majority of the shit they feel emotional about. Somebody has come along and created that situation for them to specifically feel that way. So you my feelings are valid, and you don't see the motherfucker hiding behind the corner that just manipulated the fuck out of you. So now you over here crying and bitching about stupid shit, and that motherfucker is sitting back laughing like, got him. When you could just be like, damn, I have power over these emotions. Why do I even feel this way? Why did this happen? What did I need to learn? What is my soul showing me? Everything that happens in your life is your soul creating an equation for you to understand something consciously. That's what all of this shit is. That's what the fuck it is. Every time something happens or this and other, certain things, let go of that shit. Don't even mind it. Your soul will let you know, don't even mind it. Let it be. It's showing you how to let go. Nigga, I'm telling you, son. I'm on it, nigga. Fuck is you talking about, right? That's all it is. That's all it is. That's all it is. Your soul is showing you through the highest form of way that's most needed in that moment, right? So when you understand that, you start to be able to go consciously and start to question, why did this happen? There's two things you need to do. You need to get in tune with your intuition. And you need to start questioning shit. Questioning, so why do I feel this way? Do I even like this person? Take a break from everybody for like a fucking month. Go on a vacation for like 2 weeks, month, and just spend as much time as you can in nature. And when you're going back, your vibration should be higher, and you're going to see how much shit does not resonate with you. It does not resonate with this higher vibration that you've chosen. Now the choice becomes, are you going to choose the higher vibration, or are you going to go back to the fuckery? It becomes a choice. All of this shit becomes a choice. I choose what my intuition fucking shows me. That's what the fuck I choose. So, fire. Yeah. I think that's almost it for the women. Women need to start expanding and going into the other elements, air and fire. Consciousness and power. Basically, the best way that I can word it to you right now. When y'all start doing this, you ain't gonna be choosing stupid motherfuckers, niggas who don't love you. You're not even gonna be focused on relationships. I used to tell motherfuckers all the time, focusing on relationships is the biggest waste of fucking time ever. I learned this the hard way. I'm gonna let you know now. When you focus on yourself, you're naturally going to gravitate towards certain relationships, and you're gonna magnetize certain relationships towards you. But you gotta be yourself. You gotta be that you that's working on you. You have to be. That's how it fucking works. You don't even have to do shit. You don't have to go out and find people. You don't have to do none of it. Motherfuckers will find you. Like, it's so fire, bro. So fire. So, that's what, in my opinion, a lot of women, and when you realize this, those are both masculine energies, air and fire. That's why a lot of women stay out of that shit. A lot of women, not all women are designed. You think all women are supposed to be little princesses and shit? No, y'all been programmed to be weak as fuck, nigga. Look at the Wakandas. Look at the Wakandans, nigga, out here, nigga. They was warriors, dog. I be trying to tell somebody this. I'm like, you a warrior, you can't see it. Your archetype, your genetic blueprint does not resonate. It doesn't even exist in this reality. The way reality has been designed, it doesn't exist. There's nowhere for you to go except to people that get it. So as long as you don't do that, you're gonna feel the need to do drugs, to chase people, to indulge in sexual energy you don't need to indulge in. Right? That's what a lot of that is. So, beautiful car. A lot of y'all need to understand that it's about balance. We all have masculine and feminine energy. Well, divine masculine, divine feminine. Nigga, we have both. We have both masculine and feminine energies. They probably not even supposed to be labeled like this, but I don't know. Find a better label for that. I really don't like labels, but sometimes they're necessary because your consciousness needs to understand it to a certain degree. So, is that it? Is that the fuck it? Cause nigga, it's fuck it. I'm choosing myself, right? So, is that it with the women? Or is there more? Is that it? Oh, that's it. All right, cool. Choose love, nigga. Peace.